What's going on, everybody? This is Island Hopper TV, and today we are coming to you from downtown Los Angeles. So we are going to show you around the downtown area, the good, the bad, the ugly. Mega city Los Angeles is, and their downtown is interesting, rich in history actually. Spanish were over here in the 1700s. When they arrived here, there was a town, a village. The Native Americans were living here at the time on this hill. Look at this building right here. You can go to the top of it, or you used to be able to. They have like a glass slide. Anyway, Los Angeles in the 1920s was a real boom town. That was when it really hit its grind for growth, was in the 1920s. It was a real world-class city, and then the oil boom helped accelerate that even more. And ever since then, it's just been a massive city. And the downtown area has always been iconic. But let's keep this tour moving here as we're approaching, I believe we're on 5th Avenue right now. And we're coming up to Grand Avenue. Here is a look at 5th Avenue, or 5th Street and Grand Avenue. And we'll go up this hill here. Got the Torrey Pines Bank. It's interesting because Los Angeles really is built on a hill. Yeah, it really is interesting that they built this downtown area on a hill, because building skyscrapers on not a flat land, quite the task. Whereas like New York City, Manhattan, totally flat. So here you have Pershing Square, which is a park and a garage down there. Alright, so this road that I'm on right here is actually called Hill Street and 5th Street. So if we just keep walking over here, see what else we can find. There's definitely parts of Los Angeles that are modern and clean, and then parts that are not so modern and clean. For example, if I head straight that way on 4th Street, your safety kind of becomes in question at certain times. I mean, the issue might just be that you encounter someone who's taken some sort of narcotic or substance and a bit on edge, and so you have to be aware of that when you're in downtown. Now, some areas are really nice, like up on the hill, but as you head into some of these other areas, it gets pretty iffy. I might actually go down there, but here we are at Grand Central Market. One of the cool things about this area is the Angel's Flight. You can also walk up there, but as you can see, they'll take you up on this trolley to the top there. But let's go check out Central Market first. All right, so this is Grand Market. Lots going on in here. Let's go take a look. Wow, lots in here. Food and all that stuff. kind of reminds me of the market I went to in, definitely a Latino market. I went to like Guadalajara. Kind of like Chile, like I've seen in South America. See if they have, looks like they've got some Chinese food right there. Nice fusion of foods in here. And of course, we've got some drinks. Okay. So now there's a Carl's Jr. and an El Pollo Loco over there. Let's see what this is. This is 3rd Street. It's the Bradbury building. If I go that way, it gets kind of iffy, but let's do it. There's a Chinatown here, and then there's Little Tokyo. I believe they have a town called Skid Row. I think it's either a neighborhood or a town. And that's
yelling at Hello Kitty from up there.
Kind of changed over the years. I arrived on a Amtrak train into downtown LA, and I remember coming in thinking to myself, very industrial along the train tracks. All right, so you got the old bank district over here. I'm gonna keep on trucking this way. For someone who's never been to a big downtown city, like never been to New York or never been to Los Angeles or Tokyo or something like that, a place like this might cause them to have some anxiety, whether it be the driving or the walking. Anytime you see something with DTLA, that's downtown LA. You know, if there was ever a place that you'd want to wear a mask, like super willingly, it would be here. Got done having a farmer's market. Now the reason I say that you would probably willingly want to wear a mask, it's the smell. The smell is very dirty, especially in the area I just came from on Broadway. Okay, now we are on called Spring Street. This is a old historic area on Spring Street, it says, known as Gallery Row. It's a nice building there. Pizza Napolita. Got some guy yelling, just yelling behind me, trying to cross the street. So now we've made it to 6th Street and Spring. So I would say the area that I'm in would be known as East LA. I don't know if it's called that, but it's East downtown LA. If I was to compare downtown LA to downtown New York, like Manhattan versus downtown LA in terms of safety, I feel more safe in downtown New York. There's some friendly people down here. I mean, not everyone, you know, is going to be unfriendly down here. It's just, you kind of have to play it by ear, right? So I met several people down here that'll smile and say hi and ask me about the camera and everything. I'm not recording, but I mean, there's a lot to this place, you know. It's more than what I'm showing you here. It would take forever to fully go through a downtown like this and cover it thoroughly. It would just take forever. I'm gonna come back out onto Broadway here. The further east I went, it seemed like it was just gonna get more and more iffy. So I'm coming up to 8th Street. I'm probably gonna make a right, go back up the hill again. Seems like that's a little bit more modern and clean. Most of the people out here are friendly. I mean, it's definitely you definitely get a chill vibe, but it's what I'm mostly concerned about is just like the people that are on drugs that might, you know, so you know, just so you know, the land of Los Angeles, people from here are called Angelinos. Hey, they got a Shake Shack. Shake Shack. I like that place. It's definitely Hill is like, I feel like Hill is when everything kind of changes. If you go east of Hill, you go west of Hill. more healthy food. Sweet green. Let's try this. All right, so I got some blackened chicken here on the salad with crispy rice. Okay, so as it turns out, if you keep going that way, actually more like on 5th Street going that way, you go to Skid Row. And so that would have been what you would have saw if I kept going down 5th Street. I was actually pretty close. I was maybe a couple blocks away. So I would say, to be honest with you, I did hold short going in there with the camera. Maybe if I was like super incognito and didn't have a camera in my hand, I might have gone down there and actually checked it out and probably would have been okay. But with a camera in my hand, I mean, I wasn't going to do it. Sorry, guys. Maybe if I had a car and like a GoPro attached to the dashboard, that would have been easier. I even thought about it. I was like, oh, should I just do it anyway? But I was like, oh. The further, like after Broadway, I felt like, or the road after Broadway, I think it was called Spring, felt like it got a little bit more, it was getting fuzzier. Like on that area over there, actually, they have a lot of tents lined up on the overpasses and under the bridges, and like literally like tents right up on the overpass, like lined up, like 7 of them, one after another, right on the overpass. Like, what if one of them gets drunk and just falls over, you know? And I don't know why they were just letting them camp there like that. So I'm going to show you more of a lighter side. I guess I'll go Grand Avenue now, towards maybe like 9th or something. Oh, let's see. I can cross here. That area over there is called Bunker Hill. That hill where all the skyscrapers are. Now, with all that being said, it's real easy for the average person to judge those people that are down there, but to be completely reasonable and rational about it, the amount of suffering that a lot of those people have had to go through that put them in that position, that mental state where they had to turn to drugs. I mean, obviously some of them made poor decisions on their own, but plenty of people in wheelchairs, some people missing limbs, and just lots of disease. So, I mean, what they had to go through in their life probably led them to that situation where that became their reality, you know? So, it's hard not to judge when you're feeling uncomfortable, but that's kind of the truth of the situation. So here we are on Hope. And 9th Street. We're just crossing that intersection. Pretty nice condos right there. Looks like that's what those are. And then you got this building right here. Looks like there's like commercial and residential areas. But definitely as you go like towards the northwest side of downtown, I feel like that's the omnidirectional location. It definitely is more the way you would expect downtown Los Angeles to be. I just don't know if anyone would want to travel to downtown Los Angeles for any particular reason. I just don't know if there would be a reason to come here. To downtown, I'm talking about. Obviously, Los Angeles Metro is huge. There's Hollywood, there's Santa Monica. But downtown, you could easily come to LA and not need to walk around here. The JW Marriott there. I think we're nearby where the Lakers play. Staples Center. In fact, we are nearby the Staples Center. This is Figueroa Avenue. Figueroa Street. I knew I recognized Figueroa from somewhere. Let's keep cruising down here all the way towards the Staples Center. It's definitely on the, I would say the northwest side of town, but as far as omnidirection goes, I don't know if I'm getting that right. It looks like there's the ESPN building over here. Let's cross the street here in a hurry. We get closer towards ESPN headquarters, it looks like, or one of their headquarters. You guys can see the actual ESPN building. Lucky Strike Lanes, Grammy Museum. Is that where the Grammys are? I'm trying to do something on this corner, that's for sure. This is a nice little area. So this here is Figueroa Street. It's a nice area of downtown, actually. I would call it the northwest side. And there's the Staples Center. Let's go see if we can get up close to the Staples Center. You got Kareem, Magic Johnson, Oscar De La Hoya. We've got, looks like Wayne Gretzky. No, Luc Robitaille. Hockey. Shaq. I like the Shaq one. Jerry West. I think he's the owner. Elgin Baylor. That's Gretzky. That was back in the glory days of Los Angeles hockey. I think the Clippers and the Lakers play here. Nice stadium. I've never actually been inside though. Let's go across the street and see what's up. And across the street from Staples, you have the Microsoft Theater, Xbox Plaza, which is also a Microsoft product, Toyota. This place is like dead right now. They probably want to keep it that way because ESPN actually operates out of here. I don't want too much chaos, I guess. Even these restaurants are closed. Or maybe it has to do with what's going on with the, you know what we call it, the sickness. So from 8th Street now on Figueroa, lots of construction going on the northwest side, that's for sure. I guess they'll start there and then work their way around. Who knows what they're doing? 777 Accountants and Advisors. 777 Figueroa Street. 7th Street in Figueroa has a mall, or what is this? What is this place? Oh, cool. Well, let's go take a look. Wonder if I need a match to go in there. Might as well. Just show you guys what it looks like here. Alright, another 7th Street. This is 900 Wilshire. I don't know where Wilshire comes into the mix, but this is the Intercontinental. Wow, that's huge. Wow, is that the tallest building? Can't even look up there, it's so tall. Very tall. Maybe even taller than the US Bank. So that would be the Intercontinental Hotel, I believe. It's got a Korean Airlines logo on the top. It's called the Wilshire Grand Center. Ah, here's Wilshire Boulevard. I know Wilshire. Definitely the road of the high rises. All right, just keep on plugging here. It's big buildings, man. Huge. Absolutely huge. Hits you a little bit different in LA than it does in New York.
All right, guys, we've made it back to my hotel room here at the Westin in downtown. This is my hotel. This was $250 per night. Really expensive in my opinion, but it's a Sunday night. Anyways, thanks for watching this video of downtown LA, and we shall see you guys on the next one.